At the end of part 3 of Intro to Trig, I asked you 4 different questions, and this is the answers to those questions. So what I wanted you to do is convert the following angle measures to either radian to degrees, and here are the answers, and I'm just going to go through each one of these examples. So in the first one, we want to convert 6 pi over 5, and that's in radians, so we want to convert to degrees. And in all of these cases, we're going to use the exact same formula. D over 360 is equal to radians over 2 pi. So you have 6 pi over 5 is equal to the radian measure. If you plug this into this formula, you get D over 360 is equal to 6 pi over 5 over 2 pi. And where students have most difficulty here is the fact that we have a fraction in the numerator. So what we need to do is we need to simplify this. Ignore the left-hand side of the equation for a while. We want to simplify this. Here we have 6 pi over 5, so we're going to multiply this by 5 over 1. But if we multiply the numerator by 5 over 1, we have to multiply the denominator by 5 over 1. So this, in this case, this cancels, this 5 cancels, and this 5 cancels. And in the numerator here, you get 6 pi. You get 6 pi over 1, which is 6 pi. In the denominator, remember this is 2 pi, so you have 2 pi over 1 times 5 over 1, which is just 10 pi. You have degrees over 360. The next step is you have a pi in the numerator and the denominator, so those cancel, and you get 6 over 10. You can simplify that if you want to. The key is when we're doing degrees, though, is it doesn't matter if we simplify or not, because we want our angle in decimals anyway, so we just multiply this side by 360 and this side by 360, or if you wish, 360 over 1. So let's just do that on our calculator. You get 6 divided by 10 times 360, and you get 216 degrees, which is our answer. The second problem that we had was to convert 120 degrees to radians. We use exactly the same formula. D over 360 is equal to radians over 2 pi. The difference here is that we want radians, we always want them as fractions. If at all possible, not decimals. So here you're going to try to do it without a calculator. So here we put degree over 360, we have 120 over 360 is equal to radians over 2 pi. And what you want to do is you want to simplify the left-hand side. So again, ignore this side and just work on this side. 10 goes into both of these, so you get 12 over 36. And then in that case, it simplifies because 12 goes into both of these, so you end up 1 over 3 is equal to radians over 2 pi, and then you simply multiply both sides by 2 pi, or 2 pi over 1. And then you get radians is equal to 2 pi over 3. In the third example, we had 3 pi over 4 to degrees. Remember, degrees, it's fine to use as a decimal, so we have the same formula. D over 360 is equal to radians over 2 pi. D over 360 is equal to 3 pi over 4 over 2 pi. I want to get the denominator out of the numerator, so I'll multiply this by 4 over 1, which means I have to multiply the denominator by 4 over 1. The rule is whatever you do the numerator, you must do the denominator. The 4's cancel, I get 3 pi. This is 2 pi over 1, so that's 8 pi over 1, which is 8 pi. D over 360. So then the pi's cancel, I get D over 360 is equal to 3 over 8. And now I'll just multiply both sides by 360. And I'm just going to do that on my calculator. 3 divided by 8 times 360, I get 135 degrees. A fourth example is 110 degrees, and I want to do radians. Now remember, radians I do want as fractions, so I have to be careful here. So I have degrees over 360, so it's 110 over 360 is equal to radians over 2 pi. Right, I'm just using the same formula right here. You always just use the same formula. I want to simplify this. 10 goes into both of these, so I get 11 over 36 is equal to radians over 2 pi. Now be careful here. At some point, some people, what they try to do is cross cancel. You can't cross cancel here. You could cross multiply, though. It doesn't help you that much. I'm going to multiply this side by 2 pi over 1 and this side by 2 pi over 1. And I get radians is equal to 22 pi over 36. I could have cross-canceled here. Instead, I just multiply, and I'm going to simplify now. Is there a number that goes into 22 and 36? 2 goes into both of them, and I get 11 pi over 18. And that's what radians is equal to. And that's how you do it.